y'all, where are the men? I love us women, but like I'm tired of going to events and it's like a million and one girls
wiping mounds of snow off of my car just so I can head to a speed dating event.
Like the 28-year-old single men hang out at, because like
They're with men that are completely useless, that are not offering them anything but their companionship.
There were just so many more women than men.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
I am out here wiping mounds of snow off of my car just so I can head to a speed dating event tonight that I paid $40 for to play icebreaker games with random men. What am I doing? This isn't even worth it. What is this all for?
I mean, aren't you trying to find a man? And you know the wild thing is ladies have to pay because it's so desperate for ladies. Really, men shouldn't pay for those things because they're there in abundance. Like, it's the opposite when it comes to speed dating. Ladies are paying, men are getting in free.
Y'all, there's a speed dating thing here tomorrow night for Christians. Should I go? I don't know. I'm so awkward.
I think the reason that, I sleep with so many guys is because it's the only time I can really feel validation from a man. I mean, my dad told me every single day until he died that I was a failure of a daughter.
So you're getting closure by proving your father's point.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh man, you're getting closure every day by proving your father's point. I mean, that is what she's doing, right?
I'm starting a new series. It's going to be called The Grocery Store Chronicles because apparently in Arizona, that's the only place to meet single men.
If that's where you meet single men, then go there. You feel looking your best. But hey, I mean, go there looking your worst because that's what men want to see, the real you. I heard so many people say it, right? If that's the case, then go there and find them.
PSA, I am only dating hot guys. This is the Hawkeye era. I'm only going to date hot men from now on. PSA.
Yes, we know that's what you want to do. You want to, all of you are dating the 10% of men. And then the people try to book for these events, right? And they're booking women. Those are the ones who really want to go. Guys, no. But I'll tell you what's happening. And what most women don't realize, men are smart. They are holding the line. Not because they want to. This is the thing. Men are not refusing to show up because they don't want a woman. They're refusing to show up because they don't want to play games. And so many don't realize that you have some that look at the date market now and say, cherish a man. Show a man you really care. Get a man or get a regular Joe Schmo and show him that you care. Somebody that's not out there. Somebody that's not for the streets. Because there are men that are for the streets too. And make that your man. I see it all the time. You have one or two out of a million, right? That'll be down for the cause. But we need more.
come with us to a singles event in Chicago. These were the fits, and after we took this clip, we passed a naked man on State Street, and that really set the tone for the rest of the night. This thing was at Spin, and it was packed, but the dating pool was grim. We did befriend two guys, and we went to a bar with them after, but I don't think they realized we were trying to friend zone them. And this is us walking home. I'll spare the audio, but never again.
You go to a speeding event to find a man, and you're friend zoning guys at a speed dating event. You actually said this and put this on the internet. See, they went there, probably took advantage of the speed dating event. I'm sure they probably were giving out free drinks, right? You had to pay a little bit of money, but still paying $40 and you're drinking all night. and you're friend zoning guys? Do you think that's encouraging men to go to these events? Look at what you said after the event. Why would a man show up to that? Why would a man looking for a real relationship show up to that? Because what are you showing? I'm playing games with your heart. It's real. Like all of those Backstreet Boys. Who's that sings the song, Kay? Who's it that plays that? Who sings that song? Quit playing games with my heart. Who sings that song? Quit playing games with my. Yes, I said it right. Backstreet Boys. Quit playing games with my heart. All guys nowadays have turned into the Backstreet Boys. It's funny, but it's true.
All right, I am looking for a guy, a single guy. Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged?
The only thing I'm going to be doing at 12 o'clock tonight is kicking any man away that tries to come near me. You're not going to ruin my year on day one, my love.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
We don't care. Sure don't, because look, nobody's going to your singles events. Nobody is trying to approach you. Look at what's happening. Look at what's going on. This woman is saying she's looking for a man. The next woman is saying she's kicking guys away. And then they didn't even show the next clip of a woman saying, why are guys not talking to me anymore? When you got someone saying I'm kicking guys away. Nuts.
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man? Where can I find a man? Where are all the men?
You want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband?
Here we go.
Minimum $1 million.
What's ideal?
Multi-million.
What?
The minimum yearly income, $1 million. Multi-million. They're living in a dream world. And this is what men have to look forward to, especially with Gen Z women. They didn't even know who was the president, or they didn't even know logical things, right? Things that are very logical, like logical information. Okay, how many states are there in the U.S.? They wouldn't know that. Or what's the name 5 countries outside of USA? They wouldn't know that. Simple information. Why? Because they're all robots. $1 million. I need a man that makes.
Sorry, I'm late. I was taking in a harmonious moment between a serene butterfly and an unruffled caterpillar.
Makes that money. Nobody makes that. Nobody's really making that money. Men who are top-notch guys, a lot of them are making like maybe 100,000, a little bit over. You have some guys out there making the money, but you don't qualify for these guys. You think a guy making multi-million would date any one of these girls that go on whatever podcast? No. They're looking for high-quality house moms. And most of these guys are finding their wives in college.
I did not meet my husband. Honestly, I feel like the event was pretty poorly organized. Like, everyone was kind of just in a room, and I don't know, there was just like no natural mingling going on. Oh, and there were no tacos. They promised us tacos, and there were no tacos. Another thing, but this one I kind of expected, there were just so many more women than men.
Winter is here.
Yeah, it was more women than men. Because look, you care about the tacos at the event. This is how I imagine it, right? I'm a guy trying to date in this date market nowadays. You do have some events that look nice, you know, oh, they end up getting guys to go, but it's the same thing, right? I've saw events out there where every guy that went to the event was tall. Every guy that went to the event was tall. Imagine the short kings. They're sitting at home twirling their thumbs going, I have no hope. I'm telling you, it's sad, but I feel bad for guys because a lot of guys aren't out there experiencing life. They're not out there talking to women because of this. And seriously, they'll watch my video or somebody else's video and go, I have no hope. And to those guys, I say you can find hope, but it'll be hard. You gotta search long and hard. You gotta work on yourself. And still, all in all, guys will do all of that and definitely won't go to no event. What makes sense?
Your name and age?
Braylon, I'm 37.
Okay. And Braylon, why did you pop your balloon?
Initially I thought the shoe was beautiful, but it's too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So yeah, I just kind of, the toe was like she gripping the side of the shoe.
Rejected. Now that I'm back on the dating scene, I'm noticing some things that I never noticed before. Men who go to the gym a lot, they love them some big girls. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Maybe it's something about the fact that they like lifting heavy objects over and over again.
It's delusional.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something about the fact that they like lifting heavy objects over and over again.
No. We can't let this happen. We can't let the girls think. Actually, guys don't want big girls. You'll find some, but there's not many. But I wish you luck on your journey. Continue on.
How long did you make this guy wait?
Yeah, I think it was like 5 dates.
And then what about that one other guy that was in between?
Yeah, that was like the first date. I don't do that anymore.
Women. The guy that is worthy of something longer term or continuous or even a relationship, he gets to wait. That's always confusing to me. As a guy, though, I would be like, hold up.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 dates.
And then what about that one other guy that was in between?
Yeah, that was like the first date. I don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore. Listen, this is why men have the attitude they have when they're dating women. Because the guy knows. And I saw a basketball player, and when he said this, he was right. He said, if a woman, by the third day, a woman doesn't give it up, I don't want to speak to her anymore. And why is he saying that? Because there's someone that she's going to be giving it up to. So why am I wasting my time? And it's sad. It's very sad that that's how it is. It has to come down to sex, but that's what all you're thinking about. And a man, it's really, the date marker right now is Sodom and Gomorrah. And to avoid it, you got to find someone who's really about God or keep it moving.
Girls fighting over man at singles event.
No, that couldn't be serious. That couldn't be a singles, but if it is, man.
Okay, on a serious note, where do like the 28-year-old single men hang out at? Because like
28 to like 30.
You're so right. We're bopping around the West Village, and I'm looking. I'm looking.
Eyes are peeled.
But I'm not finding them. So if you're 28 and single,
Run.
We live in New York. It shouldn't be that hard to find.
It's hard to find, especially in a major city. Woo! Slim pickings out there. Slim pickings.
Does anyone else feel like they shouldn't work? I don't think I was built to work. Like, I really wasn't. I truly wasn't.
What?
I just want to invite you to an exciting event. We're having a singles night. So have a look at my events and please come and join us.
Men are not interested.
I wanted to give my take on why men aren't really showing up to the dating events and the dating scene right now. And I feel like it's really because the return on investment on dating right now is so low. Like, men just don't see the point of going to dating events or speed dating or anything like that, because it's like, okay, I go to this event, then it's like maybe this works, but at the end of the day, I lose out on most of the financials behind this experiment. Like, I'm basically funding this experiment, and it's like, maybe I get something out of it, maybe I don't, and at the end of the day, I feel like I lost the most. So the return on investment is just so low. And secondly, I feel like over the last couple of years, men have just been really in tune of working on themselves to say. And really it's because you go online, you see men advancing, you see men trying different things, and I feel like being able to see that also creates a different like reality for them. Like, okay, maybe I don't have to like chase women right now. I should chase this, or I see other men doing it like this. So they kind of gives different example of like how men can occupy their time outside of women. And lastly, I feel like it's really because men kind of saw how like kind of how like women were bashing men, saying, "Oh, a man is broke, a man is this," kind of like belittling. And that kind of like, if you really see that kind of example of men being degraded, that kind of makes you check out a little bit. Like, if you really think about it, men are like, well, if I don't have this amount of money, or if I don't have this stature, or that, if I'm not this tall, if I don't make six figures, well, I might as well just relax and enjoy my money and my height and my, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just makes them check out. And that all kind of goes back to why they're not showing up for these things. Because it's like, if I'm 5'6" and I don't make six figures, why even bother? Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of just have to mind your business at that point.
We agree. Men are very different. They like don't court you. Like, whatever happened to flowers and phone calls and good morning, babe, and good night, babe, and let's go get lunch or breakfast, or hey, do you want to go look at the sunset? I don't know. But like, that's gone now. Like,
hello, we are about to attend a speed dating event in Los Angeles. They signed me up for it. We're gonna go. We're feeling a little, how can you say it? Excited. Really? Here we go. For the plot. For the plot. Plot twist, no men showed up because they're trashing LA, and literally all of these hot girls.
That's not my problem.
So I'm dating a girl. Bye.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm a director, producer, and just overall bad.
Period. Period, period, period. Update, we just left. It was just everywhere. But we love the
All of our friends were there.
Yeah.
And that's what we love about LA, is that you know all your friends.
And it was a networking event and a friendship event. And now I have 800 new besties. So that's all.
Loves it.
Bye.
That's crazy. 800 new besties. So that was supposed to be a big grand showing. Remember, no show.
I'm gonna say it, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it. They don't make men like they used to. I'm gonna say it loud and proud.
Well, actually,
we do not care.
Because tell me why men these days, they don't want to do an oil change. They don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to do anything. If Google doesn't know, babe, they don't know. Tell me why my dad knows every single thing to do with his hands. I could ask my dad to literally build a bridge for me to get to the other side of the road. That man will do it within 1 hour. You ask a man this day and age, hey, can you tell me how to check my tire pressure? Yeah, let me Google that. What do you mean you have to Google it? What do you mean you have to Google it, man? What do you mean? You are a man. This is what you're built for, babe. This is what you're built for, and you don't even know how to check my tire pressure. Please. I'm sick of having men that don't know how to literally use their hands. I'm sick of it. Be a man.
Listen, you're doing all that crying, but men are crying the same way because men are saying, where are the women who can do simple things? Like tire pressure is for a mechanic. A man can hire a mechanic to do that, right? Now, why should a man have to hire a chef? Because I hear it all the time. Hire a chef to cook for me so I can be hot for you at night. Like, Shraggy? What? That's way different. I need a man that knows how to fix light bulbs, or I'm not fix light bulbs. I need a man who knows how to fix a wall or things like that. Like, no, men are advanced in what they know and what they have skills in. Not every man is not learning as a boy how to do certain things, how to build homes. Yes, that would be great if it was still like that, but it's not like that. But men know how to cook. I know how to cook. Do you? That's a simple thing to do. Simple, and you probably can't do that. But they want to talk about where the real men at. Where are the real women at?
Use your man, he's useless. If you can't call him when you have a problem and when you need him, he's useless. Tell him how stressful your job is. If you tell him that you have car problems, if you tell him that you're stressed out from anything else, and all he says is, well, I'll be here for you to talk to me. As women, we are told so much that we should get into relationships, that we should marry just for love and companionship. But relationships require so much more, and this is why so many women are in relationships where they're burnt out, stressed, because they're with men that are completely useless, that are not offering them anything but their companionship. Already hard for a woman. Life is harder for women than it is for men. And when you're dating a man, he should make your life easier. He should offer something to your life, something of value, because just your presence alone offers so much value for him already.
She said life is harder for women than for men. Boy, if you stepped into the shoes of a man for one day and realized men a lot of times don't get told everything is going to be okay, right? We can find that in friends, but from another lady companion that we're with, most likely not. Why? Because you start talking about some things. You start being real. You start opening up. A woman will tell you to go to therapy. I saw it. One of the last videos I reacted to, the woman said that, go to therapy. And it's like, he's confiding in you. And he was seen as a man that was troubled. But yeah, no, it's hard for men, and you can see why. Look how she's talking.
Someone please tell me where all the good men are hiding. I went on a first date last night, and I was just asking all of the basic questions, like, are your parents still together? Do you have any siblings? That kind of stuff. So I asked if he had any questions for me. This man had the audacity to ask me if I had a high sex drive. That's it. I'm done. This is why I don't date men from Toronto.
That's why you don't date men from Toronto. Well, from a lot of other states in the U.S., because that's going to be the 51st state, with Trump is trying to make it. But it's worse everywhere now. Think about it. Everywhere you go, they're complaining. But what is it more about than sex? Because men didn't turn it into that. The reason why it turned that way is from, my body, my choice. I can be with any man I want. That right there led to sexual revolution. Woman drove it home. So now men are pre-programmed to think this is what they want. And it's true. It truly is what you want. It truly is what you want for a select few of men. And men are not dumb. They're not playing that game.
Y'all, where are the men? I love us women, but like I'm tired of going to events and it's like 1,000,001 girls and there's like 2 men in the corner. Like, men, y'all don't want to leave your houses no more? What y'all doing? Y'all, we say we over the apps, but y'all sure not outside.
Yeah, man. Man, women will learn. They should learn, like, every day on TikTok, they're saying the same thing. Like, seriously, if I search all the women saying where are the men, I'd probably find 1,000 videos. That's not a good thing. Well, men have tapped out, but the fact that you're asking for it is wild. Because from the years of feminism, you wanting sex and that's it, from certain guys, it finally come back to you. That's what's going on. It went full circle. Now men are saying, I'm not going to stay there and play the games. Because that's what it all is, games. We saw ladies at singles events rejecting guys. So what do you think is going to happen when those same guys see women saying that? And they say, oh, wait a minute, I was at that event. Don't you think more men are going to be thinking I'm not going out anymore? Think about what you're doing. Seriously, look at it. But open your eyes. Look at a video like this and say, he's right. Men that went to that event is going to see that, and then more men will stop going out. You go to a singles dating event, but end up dancing in the corner all night with the girls and no approach. Well, that's what happens.
I'm so overweight. Like, when is it gonna be my turn? So I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was 27. Really felt a similar feeling to how she felt in that clip for a long time. All the dating advice that I got didn't work. I'd be set up on blind dates and people would be like, oh, you're gonna love this person, like just trust me, and then they'd go horrible. Off of the dating app, I've only been asked out by one guy.
I gotta stop this because let me play more.
One time. Up until about 6 to 8 months before my 27th birthday, I really was just go with the flow, darling. Like, I would put myself out there in my shyest way possible. And if someone wanted to set me up on a blind date, I would let them. There was a couple guys at, church that I thought, oh, they probably like me. I didn't do anything about it. They didn't do anything. And then it hit me when I was thinking about, I'm going to be 27 this year. Wait, I wanted to be married by like 23, which obviously didn't happen. Whatever I'm doing is not working. I need to take control of things a little bit more. So I did everything in my life that kind of bugged me, that was probably holding me back a little bit from wanting to truly find someone, but subconsciously me just ignoring it. And then by like 3 months before my birthday, I got on a dating app and I went on so many first dates. After 28 or 29, I don't know how many first dates, a few second dates, a couple third dates, and then on top of those, some kind of not the greatest experience.
But I gotta stop right there. Now, this lady here, she's reacting to the lady in green. The difference, though, I'll tell you the difference, is that this lady here is really desperate. She didn't have a man until she was 27. So when she felt like that and cried those tears, she was really going through it. The woman in green, I can tell from the way her face was done up, she probably looks stunning when she's dressed up. So what was she doing differently than this woman? She was rejecting the good guys for her whole life. This woman was desperate, really desperate. The difference is this one is willing to accept, right? She wasn't putting herself out there enough. That was her problem. But the other woman, she put herself out there all the time. But what was she doing? Riding the carousel. Rejecting one of the guy like that with a lot of money. Rejecting the good guys. And it's night and day. Where her right here, she's not all that of a looker. But if a man wants a real good girl, he's going to say, I'm going to give her a shot. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if she still has a man to this day, right? It's a difference. And if you can take her, maybe make her a little bit more hotter, right? If she's a little bit more hotter, a lot of guys would be clinging to her. But you know what would probably happen if she was hotter? She'd be just like the girl in green. And this is what guys are trying to avoid because they realize there's definitely more to life than dealing with a woman like that.
Hold the line. Stay with me.